Are you a lover of football, tennis, boxing? Call them. Well, this is the right place to be because at this time we'll be telling you what you need to know as far as sports is concerned on Capital Sports, reaching you from the Unity Station, NTA Channel 5 Abuja. And I'm assuring you that today will be very incisive as we'll give you some of the things that you need to know because these are the things that are happening within us and around us and even outside the shores of Nigeria. But for now, don't go away. Let us go on a short break, and when we come back, we'll thanks for staying with us. Well, I know you have watched some of the matches, but on this platform, we'll bring some of the highlights and probably also tell you what we feel and how we saw them from our own perspective. I know you are very much aware that the Nigerian Professional Football League is in its week 8, and we've played the week 8 matches, and we'll be looking forward to the week 9 matches. And yes, just yesterday we saw how some teams did very well, and even those that were battling with the relegation, waters, we saw them coming out to do very well. Like Abia Warriors recorded their first win in the EPL for this season, and our own neighbors here, Nasarawa United, have gone down twice now, and the last one being yesterday, losing to Eyimba International at the Lafayette Township Stadium. We'll be giving you more of some of the results, and those that are on the summit of the table for now, and those that are also battling to leave the relegation zone. And also across Europe, we know the EPL is one that we watch very well, and Liverpool yesterday went down again, and we say we don't know if they'll be able to battle to win the league again this season. And Manchester City are not stopping to look back because they're firing from all cylinders to say our eyes are on that EPL trophy. And in Spain also, we learned that it's not good news for Real Madrid fans. Eden Hazard is also down again, making it for a period almost 8 or 9 times now that is down with injury since joining the Real Madrid side in Spain. Well, and among all this, we'll be looking at the National Sports Festival. We know we're counting days now, and we know we'll be looking forward to see how our teams will be doing very well. For now, let's see if our sports tidbits is ready, so that when we come back, we'll be looking at what we need to tell you more from our analytical perspective. Let's go there.
Hello again and welcome. Now let's go on a quick ride round the world of sports in 240 seconds. Eyimba International, the new leaders of the Nigeria Professional Football League, courtesy of a 2-1 victory at front-runners Nasarawa United on Wednesday, while Abia Warriors recorded their first win of the season with a 4-1 bashing of visiting Sunshine Stars. Kwara United shot to third following a 2-1 win over Lobi Stars in Ilorin, while Enugu Rangers also enjoyed a crucial home win, beating Dakada FC 3-0. In other results, Wiki Tourist stopped MFM FC 2-0 in Bauchi. Aqua United were 1-0 winners at bottom club Adamawa United, while Kano Pillars edged past Jigawa Golden Stars 2-0 in a local derby. Holders Morocco crushed home hopes by eliminating Cameroon 4-0 in Embe on Wednesday, and will meet Mali in Sunday's African Nations Championship final. Sofiane Rahimi netted twice after Sofiane Boutini had opened the scoring in the 20th minute, while Mohamed Ali Bemama added the 4th goal 8 minutes from time to ensure an emphatic win for Morocco, who remained on course to defend their CHAN title. Earlier on Wednesday, Mali's Mamadou Koulibaly converted the decisive spot kick to send them through to the final in Yaoundé with a penalty shootout win over neighbors Guinea. Manchester City made it 13 wins in a row and 20 unbeaten as they strolled past Burnley 2-0 on Wednesday at Turf Moor to go 3 points clear atop the Premier League table with the game in hand, while Liverpool's title ambitions were further dented as Brighton ran out 1-0 winners at Anfield. In other results, two fine first-half goals from Nigeria's Kelechi Iheanacho and James Justin put Leicester City third with a 2-0 victory at Fulham. Everton recorded a hard-earned 2-1 victory at Leeds United, while Jesse Lingard scored twice on his West Ham debut to fire David Moyes' side to an impressive 3-1 win at Aston Villa. Barcelona survived a major scare to reach the Copa del Rey semi-finals at Granada's expense. Extra-time goals from Antoine Griezmann, Frankie de Jong and Jordi Alba sealed a dramatic victory for Barca, who had trailed 2-0 until the 80th minute. Barcelona reached 6 consecutive Copa del Rey finals between 2014 and 2019. Belgian star Eden Hazard will miss Real Madrid's Champions League clash against Atalanta after he was ruled out with a thigh injury, the 9th setback he has suffered since joining the La Liga giants. Madrid confirmed Hazard's latest injury in a statement on their website on Wednesday. Hazard had only just returned to fitness and action at the end of December, but is now set to miss the next 4 to 6 weeks. Tennis Australian boss Craig Tiley says Australian Open will start as planned next Monday despite a worker at one of the Melbourne hotels used to quarantine players and their entourage testing positive for COVID-19. Tiley says the players and support staff who underwent quarantine in the hotel where the infected man worked would have the obligatory test for the new coronavirus completed by Thursday evening. The draw for the Grand Slam tournament has been postponed from Thursday to Friday. The head of Tokyo Olympics Organizing Committee, Yoshiro Mori, has apologized for making inappropriate remarks about women after calls for his resignation. The 83-year-old retracted the comments but says he was not planning to stand down after he was quoted as saying women talk too much and that meetings with many female board directors would take a lot of time. He was speaking at Wednesday's meeting of the Japanese Olympic Committee. And that'll be all on Sports Tidbits. Do enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you, Bade Adeleye. But I want to urge our viewers to say that beyond hearing the voice there, we're also privileged to have Bade Adeleye to tell us more beyond what we have heard from the Sports Tidbit. Bade Adeleye, you are welcome once more to Capital Sports.
Abdullah, it's always beautiful to be here.
And we're always happy having you so that we'll be able to get more on some of these stories trending around the sporting world. But Adele, before we go into a discussion proper, I want to tell our viewers that this program is always for you, and we'll give you the opportunity to be part of what we are saying and discussing here in the studio. And our lines will be open. In the course of our discussion, we would like to hear from you how you feel about some of this result and some of these matches that we're about to also watch come tomorrow and possibly weekend, and how you feel about the Nigerian Professional Football League, which I believe many are saying that it is growing by the day, and NTA is not also leaving any stone unturned in giving you some of these matches. We have to appreciate NTA and also our own league in growing our own. Now, Bade Adeleye, let us quickly look at the match week 8 which was played yesterday. We saw some surprising results, and I know some of us are happy, others are not happy. Nasarawa United went down yesterday at home to Eyimba International. I was expecting to see Nasarawa United probably put behind their first loss of the season when they played Plateau United last Friday, and but surprisingly they went down at home to Eyimba International yesterday, pushing them down, the log.
Abdullah, I wasn't really surprised because they've been, really trying when it comes to the Nigeria Professional Football League. But Nasarawa United, as at now, they are not a team that can challenge Eyimba International or Rivers United, who have seen more games, who have, played out, beyond the shores of Nigeria. So Eyimba International is not like a day's job for them. They've been coming for a long time. They've been together, and we've seen them do a lot of business lately. But for Nasarawa United, they are just, they just emerged as, should I call them the giant killers at some point, and it got to a point that they were not, they were undefeated in the league before that first loss. And that's what, that's why some teams, they will always have psychologists. When you lose that type of game, it kind of it affects you. Well, let's hope that Nasarawa United will bounce back. But Eyimba International, they were on a mission. They knew that if they could get the win, they would be top of the table. So it will be difficult for you to beat Eyimba at that time. But let's see, Nasarawa United, we're still tipping them. If they cannot win the league, maybe they will get a continental slot, because I know you've got feelings for Nasarawa United. But whether you like it or not, for everyone in Abuja, they are our adopted team, because we don't have a team in the Professional Football League when it comes to Abuja. So Nasarawa United, we've adopted them in Abuja, so we want them to do well in the league. But Eyimba International, now on top, is really interesting.
But the way this league is going now, is it too quick to begin to say probably Eyimba is sitting at the top of the table, that will say, oh, this Eyimba's league, or this Rivers United's league, or this Kano Pillars league?
Abdullah, the only thing you can predict when it comes to the Nigeria Professional Football League will be maybe some of the teams that will finish, at the bottom 10, and then, at the upper half. But talking about champions, you don't predict that. That one happens around maybe 5 or 6 games to go. You now have like 3-4 teams in the running for the title. But when it comes to the NPFL, it's always tight. You say Eyimba International leading till like the 30th week, another team just comes from nowhere. The league is always, when you look at the positions, you see that, very, very compact, like 10 points between the team that is leading and the team that is like 14th. On the log, just 10 points. So it's always a close race when it comes to the Nigeria Professional Football League. Rivers United can come all of a sudden and retake the lead, and Eyimba will be 5th within, a matter of days or weeks.
But one thing I've always, looked forward to seeing them playing and, winning is the Abia Warriors. I'm not a fan of Abia Warriors, but my heart always goes to Imam Mapakabo, this one, coach we respect. And since joining Abia Warriors, he has not been doing very well this season as far as winning is concerned. But just yesterday, they recorded their first win after the ultimatum given to him elapsed, I think, in their last match with Alobi Stars in Makurdi. Now, yesterday, they got their first win. A very good one for them.
Abdullah, we've always been talking about patience. We know that all of a sudden, football has become a case of hiring and firing. But now, Coach Mama Makapabo is very, very technical. He has, the technical depth when it comes to football. So he cannot really instill what he has, his philosophy, in a team within a month or two. It's going to take time, and we've seen it. After a couple of draws, now he finally gets the win. And it's not just a 2-1 win or a 1-0 win. It's 4. They score, you understand, they scored 4 goals. And that's it. We know that Imama's letter has already been typed. The only thing we don't know is the date or, that is there, and the words that, they'll be putting. But interestingly, this one has saved him at least for the next 2 games or 3. Let's see what's going to happen. But I think he should be given the opportunity, but at least maybe for the first 19 matches.
Another team, that has also tried, some surprises is Kwara United, currently 3rd on the log. So far, so good. I think they've not been doing badly.
Well, for me, I think they even do more than Nasarawa United. They've beaten Eyimba. They beat Eyimba in Ilorin. All these big teams, they've been, overcoming them, and they've just been coming. And I know this, somebody like Alalade, Wasiu Alalade coming from Eyimba, they got that man. He's been doing well for them too. They got, they got some players, and these players, they are driven by ambition. They want to impress, and that's what is going for them. Kwara United. I'm not saying also that they're going to win the league, but we expect them to stay in the league for this year and finish in the top 10.
Okay, lastly, before we leave the NPFL issue, one aspect I have noticed and observed over time is the issue of more viewership for the Nigerian Professional Football League.
I think so many people now understand and love to watch the league now. It's on TV, the players, because at times you cannot even list the 20 teams playing in the Nigerian league. But it's beautiful now to see. And almost whatever you can think of, is covered. We have teams from all the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. So there's no way that a match is going on that you're not really interested. It's on TV. And, it's like every other day now.
The proximity
you
is
understand,
around you. You are some people in the States there.
You understand, more live matches to come.
Yeah.
So just imagine when, people have been following them on TV, and the PTF finally, lifts the ban on, spectators at match centers. You now go inside, the players and all that. The start is online. You can see the fixtures, you can see the table, you can see the players. And on Twitter, you see that each team, they are handling their Twitter pages very well. So we understand, we love, and we are enjoying the Nigeria Professional Football League. But we think they should give us our team, they can do better. There are more grounds for them to win.
Well, let's quickly travel to England and look at also Manchester City are not looking, back because their eyes, are on the trophy. Yesterday they recorded a 2-0 away victory, increasing or maybe trying to maintain the gap lead on the table. So Liverpool, that we think will have given them a run for their money, also went down yesterday. Probably maybe we should be considering Manchester United to help us go back to them.
I think they've had credit to Manchester City. They've been doing so well, but they've also had like a run of matches that I can say easy ones for them. They've played Sheffield United, although Manchester United failed in that aspect. They failed, they faced Burnley, they faced West Brom. They have faced some teams that they are not really in the top 4, understand, not even in the top half. So it's not really been challenging for them. But why I say that is going well for them is momentum. When you have that, you win the first match, you win the second, you win the third, you win the fourth. There's this belief that comes, and that's what is in that City team. At some point, they didn't have a striker. They were using false 9. Oduan was handed the role, and he scored 7 goals in 8 games, and it's been beautiful. And one thing that's going for Guardiola, all the players that have been left out of the squad, all of a sudden they picked form and they've been delivering. John Stones has sent Aymeric Laporte out of the team. Cancelo has sent Walker out of the team. We're not even hearing of Mendy. Zinchenko is doing his beat. Aguero is injured. We're not seeing him. De Bruyne is not even around, but we are seeing the way Rodri, Mahrez, Sterling, and all them. So what I can just say is that these players are delivering. In fact, beyond even expectation for some of them. And Foden has become a regular starter for the team. So it's beautiful. What they have going for them is momentum. But can they sustain it against Liverpool?
Consistency is one language that cannot be missing for a team that wants to be champion. Yeah. Now I see Manchester City have had this consistency. Manchester United, today they win, tomorrow they flop, and they needed that Sheffield United match. But they lost, and only for them to vent their anger on Southampton, scoring 9 goals as if it was a handball or a basketball game.
My heart goes to Southampton. I would pray for Southampton because
I know you're happy because it's Manchester United.
But the issue is that I really felt for them. The young man that was just coming into the game that day, he was kind of too eager. He was excited. He didn't know when he committed that foul, And of course, the second one, not really a penalty, not really a penalty or a red card, but they were just unfortunate. But it's beautiful for Manchester United. I felt overconfidence not on the part of the players, but the coach. You were playing Sheffield United, hungry Lions. That was when you decided to, test some players. Not even in the second half. From the get-go, you put some French players in the team, and at the end of the day, we saw what really happened. But let's hope they've kicked back to their usual selves, and we're going to see that match between Liverpool and Manchester City this weekend. That's going to go a long way in determining who's going to win the league. But when it comes to what we've seen, Liverpool stunned again. It's unbelievable what's really going on.
Manchester 22 matches so far. West Ham United are somewhere none of us expected or gave them that opportunity to be where they are today. Today they are ahead of Arsenal, they are ahead of clubs like Everton and their likes. What do you think is working for West Ham?
It's just very simple. They are the Wolves of this season. We had Wolverhampton Wanderers last season that they were at that point, and Sheffield United, they were doing so well. The Sheffield United of this season, we can call them Aston Villa, if not Southampton. So what I can really say is going well for them was that they really planned their transfer very well, and we saw a lot of things that really worked for them. The coach talked to the board, and they gave him what he really wanted, and they've been playing together, and there's this renewed belief among them. We have seen all these top players, see Declan Rice doing so well in the midfield and all that. So I think it's determination, and they are even pulling above their weight.
Oh, thank you very much, Bade. Now, before we continue, don't forget we told you the lines are open. You can send in your message via our WhatsApp line displayed on the screen, and you can also call in to also lend your voice to the discussion so far, and probably some of the things you think we need to do as far as our sports, particularly football, is concerned in this country. Now, Badadele, quickly. Morocco is red hot, defeating host Cameroon in the CHAN Championship, and now they are waiting to play Mali in the final. What went wrong for Cameroon?
It's just very simple. The North Africans, their league, their players want to play in their league. They are there. They don't, at times, going outside is not their thing. So their best legs are playing in their league. And so that's what really happened. So, but they were better side above Cameroon. Cameroon, their league. It's just like you bringing players from the Nigerian league playing against a team from Egypt, Tunisia, or Morocco. They've got good leagues there, and that's the impact. Because when it comes to CHAN, we can only feature players who are home based, and so that's it. They have a better team. And of course, we can say sorry to Cameroon, but Morocco, they are just they were just really fantastic on Wednesday. Let's see what they're going to do against Mali in Sunday's final.
And not only beating Cameroon, but 4-0
in front of their home fans.
No, that's not too good.
That tells you their quality.
But Nigeria was missing too in the CHAN.
Well, it's been a heartbreak for Nigeria, but notwithstanding, we didn't have a good league. It's when your league is very good, you get to do better when it comes to CHAN. And
we are doing good today. Well, Bade Adeleye, let us quickly look at, as time permits us, look at Eden Hazard briefly, and then Barcelona qualifying for Copa del Rey, for 6 consecutive times.
Maybe Hazard shouldn't have just made that move to Real Madrid. Everything has been wrong. And when we felt he's just picking form, he got a beautiful assist, not quite long, and a beautiful goal. But all of a sudden, he's injured again. It's not getting younger. It's crossed 30, and once you're at that age, you need to be very careful. Is there something that he's doing off the pitch that's not really working for him? We do not know. But for Barcelona, we are beginning to see Barcelona in every game they are conceding 2-0 down. But they were lucky on Wednesday, they got a 5-3 win. So let's see what they are going to do. Maybe
and whenever I watch Barcelona, it's playing, there is this thing that comes to my mind, the Koeman, the coach, said one time that they're going to win the league. And from the way they're playing, I see them coming back to probably...
Abdullah, it's always good for you to dream, have ambitions. But the reality...
Okay, we have a caller. Please, let's see if we can, get to here. Hello. Hello, good afternoon. Quickly, please, your name and where you're calling from. Okay, quickly, Abdullah, what's your contribution?
Really, we are really appreciated with what NTA is doing because we are always following up all the matches that Nigeria Premier League are playing.
Okay.
And following up step by step.
Wow.
Really, Nigeria Premier League, the way NTA takes is now we Nigerians. We know that yes, Nigeria Premier League.
Wow, we lost him, but I think he has been able to make his point, commending NTA for being able to show some of the matches, relaying the matches to them. Now, but
good news about 7 matches coming in 5 days.
Wow, that's very good. Well, we don't have much time. My director is giving me sign to pack my things out. But before we go, please quickly, the Australian Open. Just in few days, we'll be expecting the first Grand Slam of the season.
According to the organizers, there's no going back. We're going to see the draws on Friday, and hopefully on Monday we're going to see the best, in the world of tennis do their thing in Melbourne. Well,
Badia Adeleye, thank you very much. We still have some people calling, but this is much time, would have permitted us to have relate to you today on Capital Sports. Remember, COVID is real and is still there. Continue to observe some of these safety protocols. Do your best to ensure that you are safe and your family members are safe. From the studio here, we say thank you very much for joining us, and on behalf of my super director, the cameraman, and the management who have allowed us to be here to tell you what you need to know on sports, we say a very big thank you. Join us same time, same station next week on Capital Sports when we come here with fresher stories as they happen. Thank you very much, Badia Adeleye, once more, as we say bye-bye from this studio.